Cancer. Let's get into this collective reading for the sign of Cancer. This could be for any and all Cancer placements. If you understand your birth chart and know your birth chart, make sure to only focus on those areas of your birth chart because different areas of our life can mean different things in the reading. So always have discernment, take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not take anything that you feel like ain't it. If that ain't it, chief, it ain't it. Excuse me for being a little cringe. Clear. Did you say something?
Just a cringe.
You're cringe.
You're cringe.
I love you.
Love you too.
Clear, honest message for sign of Cancer. Let's get into it. Please and thank you. Ooh. Starting out with the World here. Hello. That's way too many cards. The World, the Devil. We'll do Five of Wands, Page of Cups, and then the Hermit, kinda. The Hermit was technically the one on the bottom of the deck, so if you know tarot, I'm gonna let you interpret this. If you understand tarot, it is on the bottom of the deck. And I'm putting the Page of Cups, which was the second card to come out, because I'm only taking 3 cards for here, and then if an extra card comes out, that's, I just put as an extra bottom of the deck energy. So Page of Cups is extra bottom of the deck energy. If you know tarot, you know tarot. I implore you to explore the meanings that you know and see if you can find anything new through what I know. The World, the Devil, Five of Wands. Ooh. The Devil. There's this, like, tricking the devil in the sense of calling him a handsome devil, and then it's, it leaves this devil-like energy confused for a second in a moment. Like, hold on, how do I go about making you feel trapped and hurt and all this stuff? Because it's like staring at not necessarily the devil. I don't know why it's not focusing, but here, yeah, I'm gonna let it focus. No, focus. There is an area of almost letting yourself face the darkness in this very beautiful metaphorical sense. I think there's a lurking presence, I think, that feels like it's like a lurking presence within you. And it's just, when I say lurking presence, for anyone who's not really understanding that, like, metaphorical, like, speak the spiritual talk, just a feeling residing within you that you can't really explain why it's there. And there's a part of it that feels so like, oh, this kind of makes me nervous because I don't know what this is, but it doesn't feel good and it doesn't feel bad. It just is. And there's a moment of being set free here. Like, I started kind of almost seeing, in my mind, there's like a figure behind this man here in the card, or this person here. Focus again, please. And the energy kind of lurking behind, while it's like completely unknown to you, has this like, it like has this like glowing energy on part of its hand, and it just kind of like cuts all of these ropes and ties and things that kind of tear at your heart down here. Focus. Five of Wands becomes interesting because it's like working amongst the chaos in your mind and finding the pattern. I think this is where a giant, like, metaphor comes in of understanding the pattern of your own seas of your mind. See that Hermit card? Look at how, like, quizzical and just, like, understanding is looking at that snake, that metaphorical snake there. And it's almost like while you feel young at heart, trying to sail this ship here in this rugged weather, there's a pattern to those waves. And maybe if you follow that pattern, you can find the break in it, and then that's where it's like fluidly finding the understanding through chaotic memories. And this is where it's like it feels like a never-ending, like, chaotic, like, dance or like parkour in your mind, because it feels like someone's just like constantly like grabbing and like swinging and just like trying to at least keep balance and land on something in their mind that feels solid and stable, and just like it's not like time's moving fast, but maybe in these moments your mind is very much moving fast, and it's just trying to find those like things that like ground you to keep you in the right direction, because you may have things that will like pull you aside and pull you this way, and you're kind of like, okay, if you're gonna pull me this way, I'm gonna like swing around and use that momentum to kind of launch me in the direction I need to go. There's an energy of even using these things to kind of like, all right, feel this feeling for a second and then now get back to focus. Like there's sometimes trying to resist certain emotions and feelings can be more hurtful than helpful. So it's like this like swinging around back into like the direction you were going. I don't know how to explain it other than you're moving forward, just like theoretically and metaphorically, moving forward in life, trucking along. Oh, someone pulls you this way. Instead of trying to like pull and then drag like whatever's trying to hold on to you along, you pull, or you let them pull, and then it's like doing a little dance, swinging around, and there's momentum in that. I'm trying to like at least be descriptive with what I'm seeing in my mind, because I feel like I'm not being that descriptive. All I know is that it's the centripetal force of it that I don't know how to explain when it comes to how that is an action in life. Like, when it comes to this, using these things as momentum, these things that kind of pull you from the direction that you're going in, using them as momentum is almost like, I think this energy of, I was going to say dealing with it in the moment and just being like, okay, let's just get it done, but also like staring it directly in the face, which is all that this reading is very much focusing on. Because we have the World, the Devil, Five of Wands. so much has been changing and shifting inside of you. And I feel like some of you are kind of feeling like a little cradled up and not sure where to go amongst this chaos once it starts brewing. But I feel like finding the pattern of your heart and your soul is the key. Because the pattern of it is in Ouroboros, I'm hearing. Is that how you say it, my love?
Ouroboros.
Or-
Snake that eats itself.
Yep. That's. But do you see this card here on my screen?
Yeah. It's the Ouroboros.
Yeah. I was struggling with how to say it for a second. I knew what it was. I was like, my brain. Lots of cryptic words. Ouroboros. I feel like this aspect of the Ouroboros has been playing out in a lot of y'all's lives. And if you don't know what the Ouroboros is, I implore you to do a lot of research. My love, do you have any quick, like, descriptive things for the Ouroboros?
It's the endless cycle of the snake that eats itself.
The endless cycle.
Yeah.
The endless cycle of life. And how our emotions move us through life. And how our chaos can move us through life. And how we move through said chaos. Moves. I'm hearing things, It's a very metaphorical, cryptic reading for Cancer, and I'm very, very apprehensive to say certain words because I know how they sound, but I know that if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Like, you know what I'm talking about and speaking about with the Ouroboros. If you know all that stuff, been there, done that, messed around, you're gonna kind of understand these deeper metaphors here. There's an endless cycle to life that is the I feel like it's the burden of chaos. We all go through chaos. We all will and forever go through chaos because it just is. It will always be there. There's nothing really in control of everyone's free will. We're all in control of our own free will, and free will can take people in all sorts of places that we still have no idea about. Because also, it's not like people are living on Mars yet, so it hasn't taken people there yet. Jesus Christ. And I hope not too soon. It'd be kind of freaky. Space is cool and all, but space kind of freaks me out, not gonna lie. It's a little scary up there. Similar to how I think about that, it wasn't a submarine, it was like the submersible thing, the Ocean Gate, where they basically had a not so good, like, deep sea ocean explorer thing, and they used it too many times, and it broke, and they pretty much died in an instant, and it was kind of freaky. And that's how I think about space. If, like, something bad were to happen, you're just like, oh, well, you're fucked. As soon as one, like, thing goes wrong, it could cause a chain reaction, but I know that they prepared for things like that up there, and it's just, I'd have too much anxiety up in space. I'd be like, let's kind of go up there a little bit in a plane, that's this fancy plane, and then that's it. That's all. I don't want to hang around up there. Alright, let's get some clarification here. So we can talk about metaphors all we want, but I am genuinely just truly intrigued of what do we have for the world card here? I heard making a name for yourself. In a time or areas of strife, maybe there's not any strife, quote unquote, happening now, but there was a time of it, and it's like perseverance. Not just past that, but it's like there's a part of this, it's not only for you. I feel, hold on, let me, before I even speak, let's get this last card. Need the whole picture before I say what I'm about to say. Last card for the world. Last call for the world. Judgment. Oh my god. I said last card for the world, and then I found it funny because it sounded like last call, like at a bar. It's like last call for the world. What do you think the Judgment's all about? What do you, like, last call. Last call, last call. Your path to enlightenment is here. Your path to truth and balance and perseverance, it's here. Last call. It'll come back around, but they're closing up for the night. So, last call. They'll open back up at some point, but not right now. There's an energy of like, oh, there is part of a breakthrough happening. I say part of a breakthrough because breakthroughs happen in various sections and stages and in different little different ways. Okay. Clarifying the world is Queen of Wands. Oh, okay, she's covered. I always have to check that these cards are covered. Jesus Lord. I love tarot. It gets a little fruity, but I can't be having that on my Twitch or YouTube. So, Queen of Wands, 5 of Coins, the Judgment, clarifying the World card. That is your past energy here. 5 of Coins is that, like, age of strife. It's like, this is why you persevere and stuff like that. And it's not only for yourself, but it's for, like, the future you, the future, like, family you truly desire to create. And, like, this family aspect / community aspect you want to create amongst other people. Like, I feel like you genuinely understand how not only to build a community and sense of a community, but how to truly understand, like, how a genuine, like, honest, truthful community that's just, like, everyone's just completely open and honest. And it's just, like, not one person, like, I mean, you could say me as a streamer, I can create a community, but a community is made by the people in it as well. So I think that is the key thing, and what's so important to you is that when you see people come together, you see how a community can build each other. It's not you building the community anymore, it's building each other, and it's just something that you get to enjoy not only watching, but even being a part of at the same time. And I think that is the breakthrough happening, because you can build this. I'm gonna say a cliche, and me personally, my opinion, I don't like cliches, but my love, what do you always say about cliches?
Cliches are cliche for a reason.
Cliches are cliche for a reason. If you build it, they will come. If you build it, they will build themselves. you are the initiator. I'm hearing maybe people wanted to label you as an instigator, but it was an initiator. You initiated things, and that is a true like task of someone who wants to build a community in a home, because there's so many aspects to like a home that can just happen in life that I feel like this is where the Ouroboros starts to play out, of you understanding that there are going to be times where we feel super clear-minded and everything's like we know what's going on, and then other times we kind of feel like we need like a hug from somebody, or just a moment to like have to ourselves to be vulnerable. And I think creating this community and this space around all of that is providing a sense of community, and like brings this sense of community in other people, inspires a sense of community in other people. And I think the True Judgment last call, hey, it's last call because I think you are truly feeling free from this devil. This, like, there's an energy of just something, like, truly, like, cutting through all of these, like, ropes and ties, just like butter. Like, it's just, like a, what do they call it? Butter on, like, a hot skillet. I don't know why the word skillet makes me chuckle. It feels so freeing, and it's like, it's not even like, it's like a cool, like a cooling feeling, not even like a butter on like a hot knife that's like being cut through butter kind of a thing. You feel cool, like cool in your heart. Like there's a lot of, I feel like, fiery energy that our heart can hold on to. But that is when we truly feel like we have some, like, relief. There's a cooling sensation that happens when we feel relief, release, freedom, and freedom of our own judgment towards ourselves in our prospects in life. A lot of cancers speaking to themselves right now, and I genuinely implore you to keep exploring that, because you're staring at the devil energy straight in the face, and it could be about a lot of just dark depth things in your mind. Like, it doesn't have to be anything specific, because it could just be a collective of things that all lead up to this past energy I was discussing before. Five of Swords reverse, clarifying the devil, which is truly intriguing. I like to see it, especially after a time of, I'm gonna push past this. There's a time of perseverance and persevering past strife. Shut up. Five of Swords reversed. Five of Cups reversed. Come on now. Ace of Swords. Do I really need to even, like, show you the other two cards? Like, look at these. The Ace of Swords and the Devil. Come on now. And for those of you just listening, the Ace of Swords has, like, all of these knots behind the sword, that the sword's just ready to, like, go at this big ball of knots and break through it. Break through onto this other beautiful you. And I want to say beautiful new way of thinking of yourself, of others, and how you pursue I think this sense of community within yourself as well. Cancer signs are not only going through it in the sense of you are persevering because you have released a lot, and I think you have let go of a lot currently, and this is the pattern of your soul that you are recognizing that I was talking about earlier. Five of Swords. Okay, so Five of Cups is the releasing energy I was talking about. Five of Swords is the walking away from, oh, I can't help out right now. There's an energy of like there's a chaotic thing either happening or has happened, and you may not be able to help right then and there, but you know how to help in the long run. You know how to help in the long term, Cancer. And this is where I think you realizing how to help in the long term is allowing you to release and break through past all of the hurt that has been within you from, like, it feels like you had to leave someone, like, not leave someone or leave, like, part of you behind in a way. Like, maybe, like, a younger version of you. You had to leave them behind in order to go pursue something that was more like, hey, it's just like either I can't help you right now, or there's more important things at hand that just need to be taken care of. And the more that you understand that there will be time to take care of yourself or to take care of this community that you desire to build, and it can be community with friends, family, and it feels just like community in general. Like just having a community of people. Excuse me. Hold on. Do you know where the water is?
I use the bedroom.
Sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom after stream, after having almost a full cup of coffee and chugging that water. Oh, I needed that. Not gonna lie, I think some cancers are saying that. I think giving yourself some time to have breaks in, hey, I know I can't do this thing that I really would like to do right now, whether it's helping yourself, helping a community, helping a certain situation. There's just, I can help in time. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, almost done with this reading. Getting into the Five of Wands here. Clarifying the Five of Wands is the Four of Coins reversed, the Strength reversed, and the Star reversed, with the Hierophant reversed. Do not be worried about reversed energies. Reversed energies, in my opinion, when it comes to the future cards, it literally means it hasn't happened yet. So the fact that it's the future energy, it probably means this hasn't happened yet, and this is just energy that is here really for your choosing to take and hold and allow yourself. Last call on this ad that's playing. YouTube and its ads. I'm trying to have some nice like background stuff so I can do these readings, but YouTube, just wanna bap YouTube right now. Messing up my recording. Stupid ads. This is how they came out, so you can see if any key things pop out in the reversed energy. And all of these cards are different, like, folk tales and, like, mythologies across all different kinds of, like, pantheons and cultures and stuff. So these are all the cards upright. Four of Coins always is this energy of we don't really realize how beneficial it is to, like, not just make a promise, but make, like, a promise that feels, like, set in stone of, like, no, I'm going to do this. And the only way I can explain that is, like, oh, okay, I set in stone for these tarot reads that there's a schedule now for when I do them on Twitch, because I stream the collective readings live on Twitch, and then I record them for YouTube. So, every Monday is water signs, every Tuesday is fire signs, every Wednesday is air signs, and every Thursday is earth signs at 9 or 10 a.m. Central Time. I may start a little earlier. I'm a little iffy on the times. I'm not really sure what time, but at 10 a.m. the latest on those days. And I am like, that's what I'm going to do. It's a promise to myself, but it's also like a little more than that. There's a dedication in there. And it's a little bit of a different feeling when it's like I'm putting this down, setting it in the stone as like a coin that you're like, I am putting it down. I'm not holding on to it and just trying to, hey, I need to hold on to this because I need to protect this thing, and it's like I need to make sure that this thing's like good and it's all gonna be okay, and if I put it down it's gonna be like a good thing. And I feel like in my example of me setting in stone the schedule for the new tarot reads, I am being open about the times may be iffy. It's not going to be perfect, but at least I'm getting started on actually pursuing a schedule, because that's the whole point in setting it down. Setting this four of coins down, not holding on to it. Very metaphorical reading, so please bear with the crypticness of this reading. This is clarifying the Five of Wands, by the way. So all this chaoticness can make you feel like that you have to hold on to certain things. And I think this is the energy I was feeling before of, like, the Five of Wands feels like there's something that, like life in general can just, like, pull us aside and, like, pull us off track. And sometimes we need to maybe even step aside with it, like, look at it, acknowledge it, and this is where I was getting this, like, centripetal force kind of momentum where you get pulled by it, you swing around, do a little dance, and then get back on track, kind of a thing. Use the momentum of that in essentially acknowledging it, whether you need to take care of it or not. If it's something that is, hey, is this important? Is this something that is pressing of the matter right now for this healing that you're doing? I feel like if it's not truly important, it's like, okay, I can pass this and keep moving forward. And then other things, take care of it. Don't have, I think there's this energy of, like, you're telling yourself, don't have such, like, a I gotta take care of this. There's like, all right, we're gonna take care of this and move forward. There's a lot of trying to shift your energy into this. And the last call from the judgment that we were talking about earlier is, hey, we actually have to really believe ourselves this time. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I have to ask them what their favorite color is, because for when I'm recording this, for anyone on YouTube that's going to watch this in the future, we are celebrating September, and every sub or tip gets a little heart. And it's going to be a little thing that you may see in the background of some of these future tarot reads. So, just a little explanation for that, since that happened. So, Five of Wands also had the Strength and the Star reverse. Now, this is energy that gets a little very cryptic and complicated, because the Strength and the Star are very, intriguing. They work with each other. This is where we get back into the first card that came out for you, which was the World, in this Ouroboros energy here. I highly implore anyone who doesn't understand Ouroboros, or just really anyone who's like resonating with this reading any little bit with the Ouroboros part, if you resonate with that part, research it, look into it, and just understand like all the different aspects of it. And you don't have to really deep dive into it, but understanding it can maybe find some enlightenment in how you are pursuing your life and pursuing these ideas of strength, and not just the star, but it's strength and healing. How can you pursue strength and healing with true perseverance and happiness? But that's the thing. To have strength in that, you have to heal it. And it's this energy of the Ouroboros. Like, the strength and the healing energy is the Ouroboros in itself. Like, how can you have strength without having healing? It's such like a one cannot be without the other. And I think imploring more research in yourself, in how your strengths can heal you, and how you, like, healing is also strengthening yourself. Like, this is the true, I hear the universe, last call, and the universe sees you down there, like, waiting, like, should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? And the universe is like, last call, like, kind of keeping an eye on you, but, like, trying to just, like, call out to anyone else. And then as soon as there's this, like, last call, we're wrapping up, and then as soon as there's this, like, one moment of this last call of the last call of the Judgment card, which is this enlightenment that you're gaining, there's this, like, smile from yourself, but also, like, the universe, in the sense of, I get it now. But it's this graceful, like, not even saying that to yourself. There's just, like, almost someone smiling in a... I can't even think, there's, like, a big word I can't think of, but there's, like, someone proud of you. And it could just be the universe in general, but also there's a giant part of this where you are proud of you, and this could be that higher self you, if any of you are very spiritual in your lives and you work with your higher self and all of that stuff. I know a lot of people on Twitch aren't into all that, but I know some people on YouTube, or even some people just in the chat, they understand some more spiritual, like, terms. There's a new energy of higher self that is being explored. But the whole point of this higher self is there's a commitment that is being had. A commitment to wisdom, a commitment to knowledge, a commitment to gaining wisdom on this strength and enlightenment. How can you be strong if you don't heal what is making you weak? But it's not making you weak, it's just recognizing this isn't good for you. This does not serve you. This is not what is going to be the like the greatest thing for the life I think you truly desire for yourself. Like, I think there's a life that you desire, and I think it's this big energy, which every spiritual person gets this all the time, of you want your manifestation? All right, what do you need to heal? So you want that, like, we could just exaggerate. You want that $1 million in that Lambo, right? So what are you needing to heal in yourself? How's your inner child doing? Let's talk about all of the deeper, darker things within you. And then we can get to all of that over there, because it's on its way. Trust. But let's have a conversation kind of deal here. And understanding the strength in recognizing those patterns is allowing you to have even more strength in your own sense of future, because that's the commitment you're making. It's the commitment to your future self. And this is where the patterns we were getting being recognized. This is earlier in the reading we were talking about that there was a lot of patterns being recognized. This is Page of Cups, and then that's the Hermit card underneath there. Okay, it looked like there were two cards there for a second. And I implore you to do a lot of research, not only on yourself, but on just, like, how there is a root here. Okay. I think it can be best explained in this. We were talking about breaking free. The Ace of Swords clarified the Devil card here. Breaking free from this devil, really just kind of cutting through these binds that it's not even like a hard task at first. There's something that happens that makes us feel enlightened, makes you feel enlightened, Cancer, and it just cuts through it like butter. It's like you feel like you're going to hack at that little knot for days and then just go straight through. And I feel like what's the words? There is an energy of needing to go back to those, like, things that, like, held on to tightly or held on to you tightly. And, like, really looking back at those things. Looking back at the rope that you cut in half. Really understanding, oh, what was this made out of, kind of a thing. What really... This reading is really imploring research in the self and in how you broke free from this feeling. This, like, really, how did it go straight through like butter? It's like, how did this healing become easier said than done, but still not easier said than done? There was just a moment of it felt a little like that, but you knew it wasn't like that. Like, you're humble enough to know healing ain't easier said than done, but there was a moment that felt, oh wait, this is kind of actually giving you a healthy space to heal, maybe? Not easier said than done. Maybe it's a healthy space to heal, and maybe it's the end of recognizing you're not in a not so safe place to heal anymore. You are actually recognizing you're in a, like, I think your body's recognizing you're in a safe place to heal, because our body holds on to so much. And the easiest way to explain how our body holds on to trauma is how when children go through traumatic experiences, they just lose a lot of memory. It just gets suppressed. They don't remember a lot of it. Some more than others. And it's a way our bodies just, like, either protect ourselves or just, like, that's just how it holds on to energy. The forgetting the forgetting stuff is how our brain protects us, but it's still a muscle, and the rest of our muscles can hold on to these energies too. So there's a part where like your body is recognizing this safety, and that's where it's like, I'm gonna go and persevere past this healing, and I'm gonna hack at it and really get at it and rot, and then right when you swing, you're like, oh, it went straight through. Oh shit. Oh. Okay. How'd this happen? That's the question. How did this happen? How did this cut through like butter? How did you break through this part, this stage of healing? How did you break through that? And the true question, or the answer to that question, relies in yourself and in your soul, and you committing to understanding that is committing to yourself and your soul. Because you committed to experiencing, I think, this last call of your soul, tired of yourself feeling like you can't help people right this second, and being like, you know what, it's fine. It's fine that I feel bad that I can't help somebody right this second, but I know I can help them in the future, kind of a thing. I know I can provide this help even for myself in the future, the sense of healing and strength and community for myself and others in the future. There's a strength in wisdom in that. And I want to say, like, a lot of, like, courage and bravery, because there's so much that holds us back when it comes to, like, all of the traumas and just memories of life, how everything in our lives has come up to this moment in time, kind of a thing. So employ yourself to do the research on yourself, because this is a very, I think, spiritual time and enlightening time for you. So don't feel weird if a lot of emotions are coming up. Please feel them. It's okay to feel things. I don't care what anyone else says. You're allowed to feel things. And you're allowed to break through a lot of this shit, because it's going to be a lot easier than it was before. At least a little bit. Maybe not a lot, but it's going to be a bit easier. So trust yourself this time, that you have the strength to make it easier. Maybe that's the pattern in all of this. You have the strength to make this truly a graceful healing process. Not easier. Nothing's easy. But graceful. And that's what's truly healing. That's what provides us with a lot of true, I would just want to say, graceful strength. Graceful healing leads to graceful strength, which is courageous, and what a lot of people, I think, really enjoy and love about you, Cancer. So thank you for letting me read your cards, because that is all I have for you. This is really intense reading, really holy, spiritual, and cryptic message patterns and metaphors galore. So thank you for bearing with me during all of that. And we are not ending on Twitch, just so anyone knows. We are not ending the stream on Twitch, but I am recording this on the side for YouTube. So anyone who's watching on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Peace.